Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So today's video is going to be a chit chat. Get ready with me. You guys are going to watch me do a simple makeup look as I sit here and talk to you guys about believing in yourself, investing in yourself, and just being comfortable being yourself. I feel like this is a message that I needed to hear about a month ago, and I'm pretty sure that at least one person that's viewing this video can benefit from this message as well. So I said, let me just sit here and talk to my girls and talk to my boys. If you guys are interested in hearing my little chit chat about yourself, hashtag focus on yourself, then go ahead and keep on watching. Before we get started, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear, but my neighbors, listen, when I tell you that they doing a big thing over there, they doing a big thing over there, okay? I hear drilling, but I hope that you guys cannot hear in the background, but if you guys do, then listen, we got to get this content out, baby, okay? If you guys saw my videos from the past couple of weeks, your girl has a new hairstyle and she's feeling herself, okay? She's in her bag, and it's time to beat the face, because when your hair is done and you beat your face, it just brings you to a whole nother level of being that bitch, okay? So as you guys can see, I do have acne prone skin. If you guys are new here to my YouTube channel, yes, I do have acne prone skin. I suffer with dark spots, a little bit of hyperpigmentation still, but overall the products that I'm using in this video and the tips that you guys are going to see me do as I do my makeup is what I do to complement my acne prone skin. So all of the products that I'm using in today's video will be linked down below, so we can actually focus on, you know, the chit chat, getting a message across, because your girl cannot multitask. So yeah. So the reason that I wanted to sit here and do this chit chat, get ready with me, is because I've always been a confident person, and I feel like that's one thing I get complimented on a lot, is my confidence. Like, oh my god, you're so confident. And you guys are probably watching this video like, oh, you know, I think you're a pretty confident person. And yes, I come across as a confident person, but there's still areas in my life, and there will always be areas in my life where I'm trying to improve my confidence in those areas. So for instance, like, my skin is an area where I'm still working on becoming more confident. I don't know if I'll ever be 100% confident with my skin. When I say skin, I mean having acne prone skin, but it's something that I continuously work on. You know what I'm saying? I realized, and I took accountability and said, like, you know, this is an area in my life I'm not 100% confident in. Like, what can I do to boost my confidence in this area? And that's essentially what I've been doing. So things such as going to get a facial every month, things such as making sure I do my skincare routines even though I come home at 4 a.m. drunk as fuck, okay? Things like that is what I do to help improve my confidence in that area of life. So overall, I say all of this to say that you guys see me, and I see myself as a confident person too, but I just know that there's areas in my life where I want to, and I know that I can improve my confidence. So those are just things that I'm working on. So that's the first thing that I want to say, because when it comes to believing in yourself, investing in yourself, and just being comfortable being yourself, you want to make sure that you're like as confident as possible. Because if you're not confident in yourself, how can you expect someone else to be confident in you? And that's a question that I pose a lot of times, especially when I'm speaking to friends and they're venting to me or telling me how they feel about certain situations. I'm like, are you confident in what you're saying, or are you confident in what you're doing? And if the answer is no, then at that point is when you need to analyze, like, okay, what can I do and what am I going to do in order to be more confident in what I'm saying or what I'm trying to do? Because if you're not confident in yourself, no one else will be confident in you, and that's a funny fact, okay? The next thing that I wanted to say is that when it comes to believing in yourself, investing in yourself, and being comfortable and confident being yourself, is that you need to be mindful of what you're surrounding yourself with. Like, diet is so important. And when I say diet, I'm not just speaking about what you're consuming, like what you're eating, but your diet of every aspect of your life. Because we tend to not realize it sometimes, but everything around us essentially feeds into us. So what we're watching, what we're reading, what we're looking at, what we're listening to, everything that we are digesting, whether it be physically, verbally, emotionally, mentally, feeds into ourselves. So over the past few months, I've been super cautious of what I am taking in, what I'm digesting, what my diet is essentially, because I learned that I'm like, everything that is around me is impacting me in some way, whether I realize it or not, and whether I realize it right away or not, it's impacting me, and I need to be really mindful of that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. I should have done them before I started this video, but whatever. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we have a rough draft of the brows. Right back into what I was saying. Your diet and everything around you impacts you so much. So I've been super cautious of what I'm surrounding myself with, what I'm allowing to be next to me, because a lot of the times I feel like just because we've been in a situation, or we've known someone for a certain amount of time, or we have certain memories or experiences or whatever it is with people, that they have to be around us. And it may sound cliche, but literally, like, it's okay to cut people off. Like, it's okay to cut people off. It's okay to cut situations off. It's okay to change your environment. And if people don't understand why you're changing your environment, or why you're changing certain things about yourself and your lifestyle, then honestly, they're just proving themselves to you that they don't deserve to be around you. Because a lot of times we allow things that do not deserve us, and we need to understand and align things that we allow and things that we deserve. They have to be aligned. We cannot allow things to be around us that does not deserve to be around us. And it may sound like bougie or stush or whatever saying that, but honestly, you gotta get in your bag, especially when you're trying to level up. Like, you really have to get in your bag and put yourself first. Like, Lucius, I gotta put myself first. Like, that's what I think about every time I prioritize myself. That is a clip that just plays in my mind when I'm like, girl, you have things to do. You have places to be. You need to get yourself together. You need to focus on yourself. Hashtag focus on your self-love. That is the clip that plays. So hopefully that resonates with someone, because especially when we have family, when we have people who depend on us, when we have people who, you know, like to be around us, a lot of times we don't tend to put ourselves first. And I'm here to remind you, and I'm here to tell you that it is super important for you to put yourself first in order for you to succeed. Like, if you do not put yourself first, you're going to be in an everlasting cycle of doing things for other people that don't benefit you, and then you're just left at the end like, what did I do for myself? What do I have for myself? And the answer most of the time is nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. So the next thing that I wanted to speak about is manifestation. I feel like this is a term that is just being thrown around, and people aren't really doing what needs to be done. People aren't doing what needs to be done. I feel like people think of manifestation and it's like, okay, I want this, I'm gonna write it down, and God is gonna pop up and just make it happen. And it don't work like that. I'm here to let you know that it does not work like that. Manifestation is something that I've been doing for years before I realized what the term was. So essentially, you got to know what you want, or you got to have an idea of what you want, write it down. And when you're writing it down, don't just write it down. Write down things and steps that you believe that you have to do in order to get that thing, or get to that place, or get that done. And you actually have to put in the work. Like, you actually have to put in the work. I see so many people, I hear about so many people manifesting things, and then I'm looking at what they're doing, and I'm like, I don't see it though. Like, I just don't see it. I mean, I don't have 20/20 vision, but I just don't see it. So as we're in this winning season of putting ourselves first, becoming more confident, doing what we have to do to succeed, a important step is manifestation. And I want to make sure that while we're manifesting, we're doing things the right way, and we're actually doing things efficiently to make sure that we get the results that we want to see. So you don't have to know what you want, but at least have an idea of what you want, because if you don't have an idea of what you want, then how do you expect to get anything? How do you expect to get anything? So have an idea of what you want, write it down, if you don't know the exact steps that you have to go to get that thing or to get to that place or achieve that goal, at least write down like some things. Another thing that has been important to me when it comes to manifesting is looking at people who already have, I don't want to say what I want, but have already been there or have already experienced it, and looking at what they did. Because a lot of times I feel like we have this mindset like we're in competition with people who did it already, or we can't reach out to people who did it already. And what we should be thinking about is seeing these people as a mentor figure. So for instance, if you want to start a cooking business, if you want to start catering food for people's events, if you want to start selling plates, if you want to start selling food via Uber Eats, or whatever the case is, look at people who do each of those things already. Look at people who cater events. Look at people who sell plates on the side. Look at people who sell food through Uber Eats. So whatever the case is, and see what they're doing. And if they don't really share their journey, and not just look at people who do, but look at people who successfully do it. And when I say successfully, it's not always in the numbers. It's not always in the popularity. It is in the efficiency of their business. Like, who's doing it? Who's consistent? Who has like grown? Whose business have you seen start from the bottom and now they're like, you know, going places? Look at it that way, because I feel like a lot of the times when we think of success, or we think of who's doing it right, and we think of like who's, you know, doing it in an efficient manner, we get hung up on numbers, like who has the most followers, who's making the most money that they show us, and we forget that that's not a measure of success. So look at people who are doing it already, view them as mentors, reach out to them. I told you guys in March, like, a goal of mine is to reach out to one woman you would like to be a coach or a mentor in your life. And I actually, little quick side story, I reached out to this lady at work. I don't want to say a lady, but she's a senior manager at my company, and I reached out to her because we were like, you know, having conversations. But I told her, I was like, I want you to be my mentor. Like, I want you to be my mentor. And she was like, sure, no problem. So we have like monthly calls where we catch up, and, you know, she answers any questions that I have and gives me guidance on anything that I need help with. But that relationship would have never formed if I never just asked, because she was like so open about it. Like, she seemed to be excited too, like, oh my god, you want me to be your mentor? Because that's a compliment to someone, right? If you say like, I, you know, want you to be my mentor, to them it's just like, oh, it's lit. Like, this person sees that I'm doing something that they want to do, or I'm in a place where they want to be. So don't be afraid to reach out to people who are doing what you want to do, or whatever the case is, and let them know like, hey, can you be my mentor? The worst they can say, which I told you guys in one of my previous chit chats, is no. And if they say no, baby, you just move on with life. So something that's really helped me personally when it comes to believing in myself, investing in myself, and being comfortable and confident being myself is understanding that you are not for everyone and everyone is not for you. And you guys probably heard me say this before, but like realizing it, like real life, saying to yourself, I'm not for everyone and everyone is not for you. That is so friggin' important, because a lot of times I feel like as people, we want people to like us, we want people to support us, we want people to this, we want people to that. And the reality is, everyone is not for you and you are not for everyone. I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, someone told me like, you post too many videos. Kisa? I what? On my what? I'm like, you don't have to watch every video. Every video is not for you. And that is how I feel. I post a lot of videos because I post videos on different topics, right? I post about fashion, I post about hair, I post about makeup, I post about I post about travel, I post about so many different things. But you guys to know why I post about so many different things. Let me tell y'all a little backstory, right? When I first thought of the idea, or I, you know, became comfortable, like, oh, I want to start my YouTube channel, natural hair was the thing. Like, the natural hair girls, their videos were pulling in views, and I'm like, oh, this is marvelous. I have natural hair, I can do this too. And I'm so happy that I did not go along with that mindset. I'm so happy I didn't go along with that mindset, because I feel like, I don't want to say natural hair was a trend, but natural hair was that thing a couple of years ago, okay? 3, 4, 5 years ago, natural hair was that thing. But no tea, no shade, if you look at your favorite influencers or YouTubers who were like, you know, your natural hair go-tos, you either see that they don't post anymore because all they posted about was natural hair and their whole audience was there for natural hair content, or they have pivoted themselves to being like lifestyle influencers, because I feel like that's what's popular now. That's what people want to see now. So when I started my YouTube channel, I'm like, I just want to post about things that I'm interested in, right? And whoever wants to see it, guess what? They'll find their way to my channel. And guess what happened? Whoever wants to see my videos, they found their way to my channel. I read my comments. I follow along with my supporters, and I see the people who come to my channel just to see hair videos. I see the people who come to my channel just to see fashion videos. And then I see my supporters, my girls, my internet friends who watch whatever I post because they F with me. And I love each and every one of you guys. No matter if you guys watch all my videos, some of my videos, I love each and every one of you guys. But the reason why I post a lot of videos is because I understand that I'm not for everyone and everyone is not for me. And every piece of content that I post, guess what? It's not for everyone. So in order to broaden my target audience, I'm like, I'm gonna post about whatever I'm interested in. So tomorrow, if I'm interested in gardening, guess what? Y'all gonna get a gardening video next week, baby, okay? So when that person said that to me, when they said like, oh, I post a lot of YouTube videos, I laughed in my head because I'm just like, But over time, throughout the past couple of months, I realized that I'm not for everyone and everyone is not for me. And you really, and I'm going to say this over and over again in this video, but you really have to be selfish with yourself. You have to be selfish with yourself. Like, you have to realize, like, your value, your worth, and that you cannot be distributing yourself everywhere, okay? You are not a friggin' circular, okay? You are not a friggin', I don't even know what, but you cannot distribute yourself everywhere. You can't distribute yourself everywhere. You can't. Like, if you do, you're gonna either get to a point where you realize that you can't distribute yourself everywhere. That's just the reality of life. It is. The face is sitting, okay? The face, she's sitting. Period. I feel like in life, one of the best compliments that I can get, or one of the best compliments that I like to receive, is that people love my vibe, people love my energy, people just love being around me. And I feel like I didn't realize how important that compliment was until now, because I feel like a lot of things change in life. Like, our appearance is forever changing, our experiences are forever changing, our environment is forever changing. Things that we physically get complimented on change, but what doesn't change is the person that you are. So the fact that I've met so many people in the past few months, and a compliment that I've been receiving a lot is that people love my vibe, people love my energy, people love, like, you know, my personality. That's a big thing for me. Like, that is a huge thing for me, and I feel like that has really helped me with my confidence in the social aspect, because during the pandemic, I feel like we didn't realize how much our social skills suffered until now that outside is essentially open again, or, you know, we're interacting with people face to face, and not just people like our friends or people we've been around with, but other people, like new people. I feel like when I got back outside, I forgot how to meet new people. Like, I forgot how to interact with new people because I've been surrounded by the same people for the past couple of years. And I'm like, do I walk up to someone and say hi? Do I give a hug, a handshake? Like, I don't know. It's just like so weird. Comment down below and let me know if you guys can relate. But yeah, I'm like, when people meet me and they say like, oh my god, I love your vibe, I love your energy, or they like, you know, when I hang out again, or whatever the case is, I get in my bag, okay? I get in my biggity bag, and I'm just like, wow, I'm really lit. Like, I'm dead ass lit. Like, everything about me is lit, period. I start off my mornings every day by reading positive affirmations. I go on Pinterest and I search positive affirmations in whatever area of my life I feel like I need or I want to work on, and I'm going to work on building my confidence in. Or just things that I just wake up with it on my mind. Like this morning, I woke up with the topic of wealth on my mind. So my affirmation for this morning is I am rich in every aspect of my life. I'm rich in every area of my life. I am rich, period. So I encourage you guys, if you guys are trying to build your confidence or you guys are just trying to become better people overall, to look at a positive affirmation every day. And something that I'm going to start doing, which I saw that my friend Steven on Instagram posted about, is that his alarm clock is essentially like an affirmation or a positive quote. So when he wakes up and he turns his alarm off, that's the first thing that he sees. And I think that's such a great idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jot down affirmations in advance, and instead of my affirmations matching what I wake up thinking about, it'll be just like a random affirmation. So for instance, I will put like my potential is limitless. That is something that is very vague. It's something that I feel like I will wake up and just smile to, because baby, my potential is limitless. Like, who's telling me what? Who's stopping me from what besides myself? Period. So I encourage you guys, if you guys struggle with your confidence, if you guys are just trying to establish more of a morning routine or whatever the case is, wake up, read positive affirmations, assign positive affirmations to your alarm clock, and just do things to start off your day on the right note, because you don't realize how much your morning routine or what you do in the morning impacts your life until you actually change it. Like, I'm telling you guys right now, having a morning routine has really helped me a lot, and I want to do it updated. I did one before. I'll link it up above and down below, like a morning routine, but I'm gonna do a new one just so you guys can see what I really do in the morning and how it helps me out, because your girl was struggling. Okay, I was waking up at 8:59 when I start work at 9, rolling over, just slumping my way to my computer and not really feeling the day, not really understanding that I'm going to conquer the day. And that's something that's so important, because when you feel like you're going to take over the day, that's when you really take over the day. When you feel like you're going to be super productive that day, that's when you end up being super productive that day. So things that I do in the morning really impact that for me, and the fact that I realized that has really helped me out. So even when I tell you guys that when I come back from my vacations, it takes me a while to get back into my groove of doing things. When I step right back into my morning routine, I realize that's when I have the best transition from vacation back to reality. So yeah, I'm happy that I realized that, because now I'm like, all I have to do is start off that morning routine, and the rest of my day literally goes with the flow. Like, that positive flow, it just falls on through. It falls on true. Okay, doggy? But I wanted to sit here and share this video with you guys, because I shared with you guys in my vlogs that I haven't been in the best of moods probably for like the past month. April, I didn't upload that many videos, and you guys know that's a big thing for me, but I just wasn't in a great mood. And a lot of people, or some people that I spoke to about it, they're like, well, you're on Instagram, you're going here, you're going there, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I feel like I was doing that as an escape from things that are going on in my life, for things that were going on in my life. So now that I'm like grounded again and I realized that, I'm like, okay, cool. It was a great time. Like, I had fun. I'm not even gonna lie. But now it's back to business. Like, now I'm back on my grind. Now I feel like I'm refreshed and I'm ready to do what I actually had to do before I took that break. Because when you push yourself to do things that you don't really want to do, like, it's not coming from a genuine place, it shows. And it shows for yourself, it shows to other people, because they know who you are. Especially me speaking from like a YouTube perspective, you guys can tell when my energy is off. You guys can tell when I'm going through things, even though I don't tell you guys, just because I feel like we have built that connection on this social platform. So on Instagram, I post my little stories here and there, but I feel like YouTube is more intimate because we talk. Okay, we sit down, we have lengthy conversations. You guys follow me throughout the week, you guys see what I'm doing, you guys can hear my tone, you guys can, I just feel like YouTube is just different from Instagram. So on Instagram, I feel like people didn't realize, like, you know, I'm going through things because I'm just showing me here, there. I went to Atlanta, I went to Houston, I went to Miami, I went to LA. I just been doing a lot, okay? And I'm not gonna sit down. I ain't even gonna lie. This is not the end of it. I have a couple of trips coming up, so I hope you guys are ready to, you know, experience those things with me. But I feel like traveling now, I'm like on a different note. I'm like on a lighter note because I'm going away because I went away before because I wanted to go away. But now I feel like I'm going away and I'm in a better space. So yeah, even when I was going away, I wasn't really vlogging. The only time I really vlogged was when I was in Atlanta. But you guys are gonna get so many travel vlogs from me. Y'all probably gonna be tired of me. Y'all probably gonna be like, girl, do you have a home? Like, where do you live? Where do you reside? Because you're giving nomad, and that is the goal. Okay, that is the exact goal. So I really hope that you guys are ready, because when I tell y'all that it's about to be a very big thing, it's about to be a very big thing, period. And I love that for me. So hopefully, as you guys are watching this video, is it really a video if the hood is not hooding? And why is my brush falling apart? I've been going a little ham with the blush, especially since it's a little warmer outside. I'm like, blush me up, please. Like, blush me to the max. Is the final look. I went ahead and put some earrings on. I put those lashes on, and this is how we are looking. So that is basically the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I want you guys to always remember that you are the prize, that you are worth it, that you already have everything in life that you want. Everything that you want is already yours. Just put in the work and you're going to do whatever you want to do. You're going to do everything your heart desires plus more. I love you guys so much, and I wanted to do this video so that you guys can really understand what your self-worth is, what you have to do to realize what your self-worth is, and what you got to do to succeed. Because baby, the top is no fun if you're there by yourself. Okay, so I need all of y'all there with me, because we all gonna make it there. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I mentioned, all of the products used in today's video will be linked down below in the description box, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. And make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, give this video a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys love this video, what you guys loved about it, what you guys do to believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and be more comfortable being yourself. Leave me some tips down below as well. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Mwah.